workers were in there. So either they just the people who lived there were participating and the carpet was buffering it, and I didn't do any readings on it, or they moved some new people in and the new people are participating. I'm not really sure, but I do know at this point in time there's somebody above me, and because I heard somebody, they sit in a bed up here and they'll get up and move stuff around. Let's see. I'll get in the middle of this room. See, I'll get right under this fan. It's not the fan, because under here it's only reading like a 40 something microtesla. That's not a bad reading. I think they're hitting it remotely, trying to make it look like this fan has something, but it's only going to 40 microteslas. So they are hitting it remotely, I think, with a little beam. You know, they're trying to do, since I'm getting readings, they are trying to kind of switch things up and kind of make me look foolish, but it's really not working, because there are steady weapons that are set up there, right here, and go back to this point. And I'm not making jokes, because I feel really bad. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And see, at this point right here, it's reading like a 90 microteslas. And right here, outside of here, this is a hallway. There's nothing next to me. So it'd have to be above me, coming down at an angle. And it's not remote. And see right here, look, I put it at the right angle. I'm getting 120 microteslas. So that's something. It's like the condo above me, but it's a little bit further up. Right here is a hallway, and then their condo extends like a little ways above me. I mean past me. See right there, I'm getting 100 right there. See, it's angled down to get about 120 reading. So they're angling it down right here, because, you know, I sit on the toilet or I take a bath. So this is kind of a place where I come where they can be certain that I'm going to be coming a lot. This is the place that worries me the most. Oh man, like, it's just my chest and my head. Like, just walking into this room, I start feeling sick. I've never, I guess I haven't had a weapon this close to me before. Because when the guys in the apartment, the younger guys were above me, but they hadn't graduated to beams like heavy microwave radiation. They were still using just the high-pitched sound emitters. So they had them above me, but it was just high-pitched sound emitters coming down on me. You know, so it wasn't that bad. It was just the high-pitched sound in the V2K. But now they've graduated to these very, very powerful beam weapons, and they have those above me. It's the first time that this has ever happened. Seems like somebody is messing with the level of it up there right as we speak, because now I'm getting a 400. I'm getting a lower reading. You know, I saw the first reading of 1,200. Now I'm getting a 450 reading. Getting a 600 microtesla reading here. So it went from 1,200 at the beginning of the video, and then somebody is turning it down. So somebody is up there right now with a ground weapon right above me, and they're turning it down, but they can turn it way, way up. See, 700, about 800 microteslas, reading it right under the fan. It's not remote, because it stays there, and I can tell because I come in here and I will just get sick. Like, if I sit here and I play video games, I'll get real sick. Like, right when I come in the room, my head will just, I guess I'm going to have to put that helmet on. I do have a little bit of aluminum foil left. I guess I'm going to line that spot. Just line that spot and tape it up there with aluminum tape. Maybe leave the magnet there too. Just leave the magnet so it can kind of dissipate. Let's see, right here I'm getting a reading of like 50 something microteslas. So when it reaches me down here, it's at about a 60 microtesla level. So when it reaches me in my seat, it's like at a 60 microtesla. And then let's go back. I just want to go back so we can keep doing this. I want to go back to the doorway. And see, I'm getting an 18. Just do the litmus. I'm getting about an 18, 17 microtesla in the doorway. This is really bad, y'all, because it's I've never, because they've graduated. My main organizer, you know, while I was in the house, had graduated to very, very powerful ELF weapons, like ground weapons. But that was after I had the younger people above me, and then they, you know, they left and gave those weapons, the HF emitters, the V2K, and everything, back to the people who had started it. So they gave all that back to them, and they were just hitting me remotely. When I moved into the house, they were hitting me with just EHF and V2K at first, and then they started graduating to these powerful ELF ground weapons, and then remote ELF ground weapons. And now, since they've graduated to that, in the house I could get farther away from them. This is the first time I'm right by heavy like ELF beam directed energy weapons right above me. This is the first time in the 7 years of my gang stalking that it's been like this, and it's miserable. They took the carpets out. I think that it must be the same person, because they renovated it, took the carpets out. I think they put some other stuff down where I can't hear. I mean, I can sometimes hear them walking around upstairs. But that's if they're really stomping. So they can place these things and I don't even hear it, but I'm sure because these readings, it's staying in that one spot. You see, as I bring it up, it's reading 90 microteslas. So these are very important videos because I'm in my condo, and it goes ahead and it proves that you know, I'm not only being hit remotely, and right here it's reading like a 23 microtesla in the hallway. So the people, they do hit me remotely, because I was walking around here and I was getting like a 60 microtesla earlier. So they still got a remote beam that they'll hit me with, but they've got the ground, they've got something there. So they've got 1 and then 2, like 1 that's coming down at an angle. It's coming down at an angle from there. Let's see what reading I get when I kind of get in line with it. I'm not getting a reading now. Maybe they turned that off. Let's see. Let's go to that spot. Nope. Somebody has messed with that one. Oh, there it is. It's right here. It's 80 microtesla reading right there, coming down at an angle like that. Okay, now 100, and when I put it at that angle, 110 microtesla. So it's coming down at this angle, like this, like, because their condo extends, and this is a hallway right here, and their condo extends over it. So they're coming down at an angle in their little extension. 120 microteslas. That's pretty clear. So that's bad. So this is bad. I was reading it here. There is a reading up here. Oh, right there. I think that must be remote. Now I'm getting 100. Oh, it stopped. That's remote. Because it was giving me 120 reading, and now it's down to 10 to nothing. So they remotely hit me from right there just now. You can see I'll catch it. I'll catch that beam. Watch, I'll catch it. 40 something. I can't catch it. But it was going up to 120 and then down again. So they were just hit me right there remotely. Not the people upstairs, but they've got weapons right here. Stable beam of about 125, 130 microteslas, coming down at an angle through there, because their condo extends a little bit over mine. And so I've got 2 at least there, and then they had 1. I was coming over here in this room, and they had set it up in this corner over here. Now I'm not getting that reading. I was reading about 70 microteslas from here, but if I went up to the ceiling, it would probably be reading about 200 microteslas or something like that. Now it's just a 40 microtesla reading, which isn't that bad, but there is electromagnetic frequency, probably remote, in this room. Now I want to put it by the fan again, so we show this person that it's not the fan, because somebody commented, I think it's your fan. So I'm getting about 25 microteslas with this fan right here. So this is some good proof, guys. It's not good for my life, but it's good proof on video. It's really tough. I'm usually not like this because I've been doing so good. I have 10 personal defenders on right now. So probably when it hits me, it goes down to like 60 microteslas, even if it's 1,200 microteslas, or 1,200 microteslas to 1,000. Let's see, like I think, what did I read last night? I read like 1,700 microteslas coming from that point up there. See, I walk in the room, and it's about 60 when it hits here. So there's definitely something. I put that magnet up there, hoping that it would maybe disable whatever weapon or whatever. They turned it up when I did that. Whenever I put that magnet up there, and the magnet doesn't read anything. The magnet doesn't read any microteslas because it doesn't have any electromagnetic frequency or microwave radiation coming off of it. But right when I was reading like a 90 or something, I put it up there. I was getting to like 100. I put the magnet up there, and then they turn it up to like 1,000 microteslas. I think because they thought the magnet would affect it. And I just want to keep reading it because I want to do a litmus so you see. And now it's just staying about 900 microteslas. If you can see. Let's see, 800 microteslas. Up, and then it just went down all the way. Reading right here. So let's see, 600 microteslas right here. So somebody right now is moving that. It's not a remote thing. Right here, 600. They're trying to move it around and do stuff. I guess kind of in panic mode to make it look like it's like variation or whatever. But I can show you when I go by the door that it's like 20 microteslas. And this right here, in this kind of line, this path right here, I'm getting like a 700 microteslas right there. 700 microteslas right there. And then right here, bring it up. In that same point where I was getting 700, 800 microteslas, now I'm getting about 200 microteslas right there. So what they may have done is move the beam, like taken the weapon and just move the, I guess whatever the head that it's coming out of. They must have moved it. They must have moved it up, hoping that I wouldn't get a reading. But I'm still getting a pretty strong reading right there of 400 microteslas. And then over here, since they pointed the beam this way, what they did is, because it was pointed down, and so they pointed it over this way so I couldn't read it. But I'm reading it right here at 700 microteslas. So what I'm picturing, because I've seen the guy next door to me, I saw him in a window with one of these ground weapons, and so it's kind of like a holster type thing. And I guess I'm picturing they put it on some kind of pod and then just point it down. And what they did is they just turned it up like this. They turned it this way. So this device is really good. This Android Ghost EMF device is very, very good. And you can really catch stuff because the sensors on the front will catch it even if you're not pointing it exactly the right way. If you're just pointing it in that direction, you'll get a good reading. That's what they did. They just took it because it was pointed straight down. I was getting a like 1,200 reading of microteslas right